You know how most AI breakthroughs come with a warning, but this one, it just dropped quietly, and suddenly the entire developer world is on fire.
You see a lot of hype online, but this quote really caught my eye. It's how one developer on Reddit described this totally surprise move from Google. They just dropped a brand new AI, and you can believe the developer world is, well, it's absolutely buzzing.
So today, we're going to break down exactly what this is. We're talking about Google's Gemma 4, a whole new family of OpenAI models that just landed. We'll get into what these models are, why they're such a huge leap forward, and what this all means for everybody, from a solo coder working on a passion project to a massive company.
All right, so what exactly did Google just, casually drop on all of us? Let's start by looking at the models themselves. Okay, so Gemma 4 isn't just a single thing. It's a whole family of 4, and each one is designed for a specific job. First up, you've got the 31 billion parameter model. Think of parameters as all the little knobs that tune the model's knowledge. This one is the powerhouse, built for top-tier quality and deep customization. Then there's a 26 billion parameter mixture of experts model, and don't worry, we'll get into what that fancy term means in just a minute, which is all about getting high quality at crazy fast speeds. And finally, you've got 2 edge models, the E4B and E2B. These little guys are designed to be super efficient, so they can run right on your phone without even needing the cloud. It's the whole spectrum of AI, from a giant data center right down to the palm of your hand. Now, this might look like boring legal stuff, but it's actually a huge piece of the puzzle. Gemma 4 is released under the Apache 2.0 license. Why is that a big deal? Because it's commercially permissive. That means developers, startups, big companies, anyone really, has the freedom to use these models, change them, and even build commercial products with them without getting tangled up in crazy fees or restrictive rules. Google is pretty much handing the keys over to the community.
So look, a new set of AI models is always cool. But why is this announcement making such big waves? Let's zoom out a bit and talk about why this is such a major move in the world of AI right now.
This right here, this is Google's core claim for Gemma 4. And it's a really bold one. This single phrase tells you everything you need to know about their strategy. It's all about squeezing the absolute maximum performance out of the smallest possible package. It's not about building the biggest model anymore. It's about building the smartest.
And to really get why this matters, you have to understand the difference between open and proprietary AI. Proprietary models, they're kind of like black boxes. You can talk to them through an API, but you never really see what's inside. Open models like Gemma give you the actual model weights, the brain of the AI. This means you can run it on your own computer, you can tweak it for your own specific private tasks, and you keep total control over your data. It's all about accessibility and owning your own stuff.
And boom, this chart drives that point home perfectly. If you look at the performance benchmarks, the 31 billion parameter Gemma 4 is going toe-to-toe with models that are more than twice its size. This just shows it's not about making things smaller for the sake of it. It's about getting that cutting-edge performance with incredible efficiency.
So how in the world did they pull this off, right? How do you pack so much punch into such an efficient little package? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the tech that makes all this possible. I mean, the feature list is just wild. All the models are natively multimodal. That means right out of the box, they don't just get text, they get images, and for those little edge models, even audio. They're also built for complex, multi-step tasks, what people call agentic workflows, where the AI can actually use tools to get a job done. And check this out, it has a 256,000 token context window, which is basically the model's short-term memory. It allows it to handle huge documents or really long conversations without forgetting what you were talking about. Oh, and it's fluent in over 140 languages.
Okay, remember that mixture of experts, or MI model I mentioned? This is one of the coolest parts of the whole release. The idea is so clever. Instead of having one giant AI brain trying to know everything, an MI model is more like a team of specialists. When a request comes in, the model is smart enough to route it to only the most relevant experts for that particular job. It's just a way more efficient way to work.
And here it is. This is the magic number that makes it all click. Even though the model has 26 billion total parameters, when it's actually working, it only activates about 3.8 billion of them at any one time. So what does that mean for you? It means you get the knowledge and the nuance of a really big model, but you get the speed and the low cost of a much smaller one. It really is the best of both worlds.
Now, it's important to remember that Gemma 4 didn't just appear out of nowhere. It's actually the latest step in a really fast-paced and very deliberate evolution of Google's entire open model strategy. I mean, just look at this timeline. The first Gemma came out in early 2024.
Now, a little over 2 years later, we are already on the 4th major version. That kind of speed shows a really deep and ongoing commitment from Google to the whole open source AI community.
And that commitment has been met with a massive response. We're talking over 400 million downloads across the Gemma family, with people creating more than 100,000 of their own custom versions. So this isn't just Google throwing code over the wall, it's a real, vibrant ecosystem that's growing around these models every single day.
So the big question is, where can you actually use these powerful new models? Well, the whole goal here is to make them available pretty much everywhere, from your personal laptop to massive cloud data centers.
Those bigger models, the 31B and the 26B MOE, they're designed to run on the kind of GPUs you find in consumer hardware. So yeah, that means you can turn your workstation or even your gaming PC into your own private, super powerful AI hub for coding, for analysis, all of it completely offline.
And at the same time, those little E-series models are a total game changer for your devices. This is real, high-performance, multimodal AI that's text, images, and audio, running with basically zero lag right on your phone or tablet. No internet connection needed.
And of course, for businesses, Gemma 4 is built to scale up. You can deploy it all across Google's cloud, from flexible serverless setups to ultra-secure environments like Sovereign Cloud, which helps companies meet those really strict data and compliance rules. It gives businesses total control over their AI.
And so, this all brings us right back to where we started, to that core idea of smart power. Now that we've seen the tech and how it can be used, that quote doesn't just sound like a cool marketing line, does it? It really points to a new era of AI, one that's just fundamentally more accessible, more efficient, and more adaptable to what we all actually need.
By making these models so incredibly capable and so widely available, the release of Gemma 4 is putting these state-of-the-art tools into the hands of more creators than ever before. And that leaves all of us with one really exciting question to think about. With this kind of frontier AI running on your own hardware, what are you going to build first?
So now the power of cutting-edge AI isn't locked behind big tech anymore. It's in your hands. The real question is, what will you build first?